Okay, here we're going to look at the Jogo Bonito versus Blackhawks game, and we're going to analyze it and see how we can improve. Um, my viewpoint is that every game is a bunch of different situations, and the team that can make the best out of each situation is going to be the team that is successful. But come on, sorry. Okay. As you know, when I watch games, I watch it in slow motion so you can really analyze and see what players are doing. Okay. Here's the start of the game. Okay, let's pause it. Okay. So I just want to make sure that people are able to communicate, because right off the bat, you're going to notice that Tenzing is marking this guy right here. Taka is marking him. Tanito, you're marking here. And then Thomas, I don't know if you know, but this guy is wide open in the back. So you're marking space in the middle. But watch, Tanito is going to get drawn in, and then it's going to be over the top. All right, so this is a great position we're in right here. Again, I want Thomas. You need a scan, because Thomas, you should be kind of marking this guy. Tenzing, you should be aware that this is going to be your guy, and then there is Taka's guy right there. Okay, this is the first goal that they scored on us. We literally have three guys marking one player, and we weren't able to block this shot here and save that. We got to do a better job on defense. That comes with organization and not marking. Here, I'll go back. Three players with one. And if you are going to mark it, you just got to close that. You can't let that ball go in. All right. Jonah, you should be yelling at that guy. Tenzing, you should have saved that and got a foot on it. But positioning for us is going to be the key component that I'm talking about. So the ball goes to the outside, and then what we talked about is from the very beginning is rotation. So right off the bat, Thomas, you stayed there, which allows them to high press. And Tanito wasn't able to get open there. Taka, way to hold off those players there. Great job. All right. To Tanito. All right. Tanito, if you would have been able to receive that with your left foot and then use your left foot to cross it into Tenzing there, you would have had a goal, Tenzing. Right? The ball wasn't to that space, Taka, and so he had to receive it with his right foot behind him. And in this situation, I want that ball, Tanito, to go into Thomas and then start over, right? Because we got pressed here, and then they were able to win it. Hopefully that helps. Okay, ball into Taka. Look at our shape. First thing is it's very tight. Okay, so our only option would be for Thomas to open up there and Tenzing to play it here, right? But you got to be aware, Tenzing. We talked about this. You're trying to shoot it through two people. And when you do lose that ball in those situations, that's how counterattacks can happen. Luckily, we were able to to stop that counter by good pressure. And we almost countered them on their counter. So playing the ball quicker, I talked to you at Tenzing about, right? If he could have done just instead of that extra touch right there, right? Watch this. If he could have done one touch to stop it, one to pass, he could have found Taka in. But he adds that extra touch, and that space closed on Taka, and it didn't work out. Right? So every one of these scenarios that I talk about, right, I'm kind of showing you, here's what happened. Here's what we could have done to create a goal from it or a shot on goal. Right? So every scenario in the game, if we logically analyze this, we are able to find a solution that would have led to a goal, kind of like an alternate reality, right? Where if we played these situations better, we would have been successful, right? Vice versa, when we get scored on, same thing happens. We can analyze it to say how we could have been more successful. And normally it's marking. Okay, so Thomas, who are you marking right now? Again, Tenzing's marking here, right? Taka's got here. Tanito's got ball. And Thomas, you get caught trying to play like a center defensive position and not marking anyone, right? And what happens there is he's probably going to play it over the top. I didn't know that, but, you know, just based on that pause that I did, okay, composure. I'm not gonna dive into that one, but that's a mentality piece. We have 5 seconds to throw that ball out. You gotta be composed. Okay, I love that Tanito made that overlap run. Look at that. Into Taka. Tenzing kind of running right at right. So I want you, remember you made the wrong run. We talked about this, Tenzing. So you pass it in there. You started to make the wrong run, but then you tried to get selfish. And when I say that, I mean that in the nicest possible way, buddy. You passed it there. Where do you go, Tenzing? I want you to go all the way here. Look at over there. And if you would have went over there and not worried about you getting the ball right away, first step, I want you to worry about the second step. Then Taka could have played it in right to Tanito, and Tanito could have crossed it into you, Tenzing. But because you changed your mind and you wanted that ball right away, you literally just ran right into the idea Taka was trying to do, right? And so it didn't work, right? And you guys are standing right next to each other. So continue that run, right? You'll get the ball. You'll get your meal. You'll get fed, right? You just got to let the play happen. So it's got to go Tanito and then into you, Tenzing, okay? Okay, I want to point out good things that we do too, because we have to focus on our strengths. So right here, Thomas, he tends to win the ball. Like when I see that, I don't know, 70, 80% of the time when he goes into those challenges, the ball pops free to him. Okay, so that's awesome. We got to use that to our advantage. So then on that, when he wins it, watch. We didn't spread out and look at our shape. So we lost it, right, Thomas? So you're headed right into Tanito's space. So hold your run, bud, right? Just open up wide, and then Tenzing, open up wide there, right? And let's not force it, right? It's not there. That's a tough ball into Tanito. You could have went, if you were wider, maybe to Thomas, but just relax, right? Play it back to Tenzing and then over to Thomas, right? And then we got possession of it. Okay, here's a corner kick. I like that. Tenzing, you're really good at thinking like one step how to set up your shot, right? Okay, so let's think 2 steps now, right? Tanito, right? Let's not just worry about can I score, right? It's can I create an opportunity for my teammate to score, right? Can I see the game? So watch Tanito now. So Tanito starts running in, right? And now imagine if he changes his run and just stays back post, right? Just imagine that. I'm going to put the mouse right here, right? He fakes in, right? You see how the guy is going to come into the ball. Imagine him there and imagine the angle, right? Imagine if Tenzin could have just laid a nice little pass out to Tanito. You would have been back post passing that ball in. And guess what? We would have scored again, right? That's how close we are to scoring. And that's what I hope this video can teach you guys. You literally didn't lose the game because you're not good enough, because good enough is a feeling. What is good enough? You didn't win the game because you weren't able to score more than the other team and you weren't able to defend good enough because of your positioning. It's all positioning. So, Tanito, next time, if you see that ball going to Tenzing, fake in, be back post, okay, bud? Right? That goes for any one of you guys, right? You're literally blocking his shot right now, right? You're blocking it. That guy's there. You're literally in the way of his shot. And if you would have just faked it and been there, you would have had a goal, Tanito, and that would have felt great, right? But positioning. Hopefully that makes sense and helps, right? And Tenzing, he's gonna jump like that because you gotta, you're shooting the ball at him. So if you would have just given a little layoff there, goal. All right, I talked about that enough. Now, can we apply this? Thomas, you got a great shot. So Thomas, I think, would be a great penalty kick. But let's look at this. Okay. So how are you helping Tenzing right now? Right? Back post. Right? Let's think about that. If you could have been back post there, right? Literally like either thinking about the shot and being back post for there, right? We already got someone. If it deflects, Taka will take care of that rebound there. But if he's shooting this way, can you, Tenzin, get into that back post? You got the best volley in the air on the team, right? You can deflect that ball. That's the martial arts in you. So just stay there, back post, or better yet, I don't know. You got to get your body in front of that defender, right? You're hiding behind him. Like, can you get your body into that defender and then push him behind? Yes. Takato. All right. I'm going to keep going, Taka. All right. So I was just at the free kick, Taka. He takes the shot. I want Tenzing right here. And he's got to battle for positioning, right? We don't battle for positioning. So if he can get in front and be back post right here, Tenzing could have deflected that ball in. If the goalie would have made that save, Taka, you're in the position here for picking up the trash and scoring that. So that's the learning experience there. Okay, now their goalie has the ball. Right? And let's look at our positioning. Why did that happen? Okay. It happened because we are being 2v1 right here. So Tanito had to go towards the ball because Tenzing wasn't in the right position, right? 2v1, 1, 2. You got to figure that out quickly. Taka, it sounds like maybe you're organizing that, but Tenzing, you got to be a little bit proactive, or Thomas, whoever it may be, right? And we got to get our shape right quicker. We're too slow to get our shape right. Hey, we got Tenzing too. All right. So I was just talking about you, Tenzing, right here. Okay, right here. We got to get our shape right quicker. They played quicker than us, and guess what happened? Right? They're able to get a shot off because we're behind. We're reacting to that. We got to be proactive about it. I'll go back one more time and show you. You guys don't need I guess if you want to contribute to this, I'm making this like as for the whole group.
Yeah.
All right. So back behind here, Tanito, you got to help organize everyone here. Tenzing, you got to go back behind the ball. Or Thomas does. You can turn your mic off, Tenzing. I'm gonna make this analysis for everyone, and then we can review it later. All right. Okay. That's why we got 2v1. That's why Tanito had to go and cover, and that's why they were able to get a shot. He didn't have a good enough volley to create anything from that, but that's how you stop that from happening. All right, let's keep going. Okay. Start wider. Okay, they're high pressing here. When they high press here, Taka, watch this. If he would have been wider, he would have had that bit of time, right, where he could chip him. If you want to, stop them from high pressing you, just chip it in behind a few times where you're one-on-one, Taka, and you can create something. But instead, because he took 3-4 touches, he got closed down, and the ball's probably just going to go out of bounds. So just be aware. Just be aware of if you're being high pressed and pressured, you got to pick your head up and see that pivot, and you can maybe play it over the top. Because I'm going to show you one more time. Right? If Thomas was ready and wider there, look at that huge gap that's right there. Right? Taka, you could have wrapped around. He could have played it into the space. Maybe you could have found a shot, or at least you could have received the ball there, and then Tenzing could have ran in and hypothetically scored the goal. But instead, look at how small the field is right now. He got closed down. It's out. All right, we'll keep going. Taka, I was saying in the video, the start of the video, that the only reason we lost is because we lost the situations. It's just a bunch of situations, the game is. And we didn't make the right decisions in the situation. And if we would have made the right decisions, we would have scored goals, right? When they had the ball, if we would have defended and positioned ourselves right, the right decisions, we would have won the ball off of them. So we have to learn how to make better decisions. We're technical enough to be able to beat any team, but we got to make better decisions. James, can you shut that off, please? All right, right here. Let's look at this. Great job getting out here. But that's a tough ball. All right, so I'd rather the ball maybe go out to Taka there. But it is what it is. Maybe Thomas, if he was a little bit faster, maybe if that was a little bit nicer ball, that could have worked. Nothing wrong with trying that. Look at Blackhawks. Look at how they spread out, right? They look very spread out there. When we get the ball, we don't look spread out. Just saying. Okay, we got beat line. We're very lucky that he didn't play the ball in here, right? Thomas a little bit more on defense, right? But Tenzin covers that nicely. Good job. No threat. Okay, you guys are doing the same job right here, Thomas. Right? I don't know necessarily what you're doing right there besides watching the ball, right? So maybe, yeah, you got to know that that's your man. Taka, you got to know that you're playing the pivot, so we close him down. Way to recognize that, Taka. A little bit quicker with communication, and there would have been no shot there, but if you want to shoot from there, I think our goalie can cover that one. All right, looking to the outside here. Okay. I talked to Tenzing about this earlier. Okay, we need to maybe hold that ball a little bit longer until he's in the position, Jonah, to be able to one touch it down to Taka, right? If he's running down the line, there's no way that he's going to be able to get out of this position. I know he tried to play a through ball in here, but he got closed with two people. That's tough. Easier option would have been just to be a little bit more patient, back up more. Right, that's Jonah. You got to throw that ball a little bit nicer here, so that, like Jonah, you with your hands, you're part of the play. Like you're not. Your job isn't to give it to these guys. Your job is to dictate with that throw what you want them to do, and that throw to Tenzing right there dictated that you wanted him to be facing this way, and that you wanted him to somehow, get back to get the ball out to Nito here. But that's not possible because this guy's here, right? Jonah, another option is look at Taka's positioning here. You got the ball, right? First of all, no one's covering Tanito here. Okay. So someone was covering Tanito, right? Try getting them over the top once in a while, right? Trying to find Taka over the top. We played it out every time. But yeah, that's not the right decision here. If you're going to play it to Tenzing, let him open up. Jonah, tell him that you want him to play it to Taka down the line. Tenzing, open up your body positioning. Lapse of judgment. A little bit of movement here. Let's play a little bit more patient. Okay, let's get our position right first. Out here, our shape's all wrong. We're switching at the wrong time, right? Tenzing, start there. Taka, start there. Right, that's not the rotation. Right? If you would have played it to Utaka, you would have been facing the goal. Right? There was no pressure on you, and you could have turned, but we're making the field small. We got to spread out more. I think that should have won across to Sanito, but I know that's a little scary with having that pivot there. But guess what? Who's marking Tanito, right? So all you do in that situation, right? If you guys can recognize this, let's try to see this. Tanito, if that guy is covering you there, switch with Thomas, right? Because that's going to draw this guy in, and this guy's not marking Tanito, right? So you would have had an easy shot on goal or potentially a goal, right? So chip that into this space. Thomas, you switch there. Tanito would have been wide open because this guy made a decision to cover no one, right? Make sense? All right. That's a huge learning opportunity. If you see this guy marking you, Tanito, right, or not marking you there, right, and you're wide, be like, Thomas, switch, come on. And then make that run. Taka, you could chip that over the top, right? This would have drawn that guy into Thomas. He's not marking Tanito. Tanito would be wide open in the space. Maybe this guy would have ran back and been able to stop the shot, which would have freed up Tenzing for a goal on a back post run. Right? Another opportunity for a goal. Every scenario, there's an opportunity for a goal. They make a choice how to defend us, and there's a solution to that. You just gotta. All right. Look at that. All right. So, Thomas, if you're gonna give that ball to him, Jonah, First of all, we got to be a little bit more patient. We're rushing that, Jonah. You got more time than that. Use your body. Recognize where he is. Recognize your space, Thomas, right? You could have turned, if you let that ball run and opened up that right foot, back foot, and swung across, you would have been on a breakaway. But you stopped it there, and you made it a 50-50. And then guess what? Here's, I don't know if they score on this, but guess what? So we lost it, and we lost our shape. So let's count numbers now. 1 Blackhawks, 2 Blackhawks, 3 Blackhawks versus 1 Joga, 2 Joga, right? So if they are able to play that back post up top, they would have got a shot off, but they chose back post. And Taka, you do a great job at intercepting. And even better, Taka, you play that ball out with so much composure there. And guess what? We have a 3v2. We actually have a 4v2 happening right here. But gotta slide it to. It's so obvious at the moment. I know it's hard in a game, but to Tanito, look at Tanito into Tenzing as a goal. But we skipped a step. We tried to go straight to Tenzing, and it's not there, right? And even if you do go to Tenzing, composure, 1 touch to Taka, and then Taka, 1 touch into Tanito, and it's another goal, like so close to being a goal. But instead, we let them counter us on our counter, and they got a shot off and almost got another goal. You know what I mean? This game is simple. Futsal is so simple. It's just the decision making that once you learn, the whole game will become so easy. And you guys are smart. Study this stuff. You're smart guys. You got this. Okay? Close that a little quicker. No problem. Thomas, you blocked it. Another corner. Look at that. We almost have a counter. Nice skill there. Okay. Who's supporting though? You know he's going to go back there. Okay. Because Thomas, you didn't open up wide enough down the line, you're not an option anymore. You know what I mean? Right? You're staying in the middle, dude. Like that's not shape. That's like you run in the middle to get open. You don't hang out in the middle. So if Thomas, you were there, or Tenzing, you were there, and Thomas, you would have stayed there. We already have a 3v2 on these guys, right? So Thomas, if you just go there, right, then Taka's going to score a goal. Every scenario, you can score a goal. You just got to do the right things, okay? Imagine Thomas being right there, ready to pass, scanning Thomas to know that Taka's there. Taka, don't worry about getting the ball here. Thomas, worry about getting the ball to Taka, right? You guys think 1 step ahead, you think 2 steps ahead, and it's over, right? Thomas, bam. Taka, you're overrunning it a little bit. Stay a little wider. You know what I mean? And that would have been a goal. Because if Thomas would have got the ball quicker, you were pinched in a little bit too much. But yeah, just want to show you. Hopefully that's helpful. Hope you guys like this stuff. I really, really am enjoying video, like a ton. So I hope this gets you as excited as me. And more importantly, I really hope this helps you figure out the mistakes and turn them into successes, because I want us to be a winning team. And that's not a feeling, that's decision making. We decide based on our actions on the field if we're a winning team or a losing team. It's the team that makes more mistakes. That's the winning team. That's my motivational speech. Okay, the ball went out here, and then I want to show this. So you can play Tenzing in the air. Tenzing's great in the air, okay? So you got to know your player's strengths. So guys know that Tenzing can play the ball in the air and finish nice volleys. Okay, we're going to keep going. All right. 3v1 on a player, and we let him out. Don't if it's 3v1, you gotta have a killer instinct. You know what I mean? You gotta stop them. But look at good shape fixes that because Tanito pinches inside. We're able to stop it. Tries to play that through ball in. Not successful, but I'll teach you how to be successful. If you want to create space for yourself, and this goes for you, Taka, this goes for you, Thomas, anyone. What you do is you scan your shoulders. You look at where that defender is. And all you got to do, like when I'm in games, you know how I say, like, I stand in front of people, I cut off their passing lane, or their running lane. Thomas, scan, see this guy? Go stand in front of him so he runs into you. And then you could have received that ball from Tanito and you would have been on a breakaway. But you got to hold off that player, right? It's not a fast break, Thomas. You're not trying to beat him with speed, right? Taka, don't try to beat him with speed. Try to beat him with positioning. All right, a little bit too much. I see you're trying to go to Taka there. You know, a little bit nicer ball, and that would have been a goal too. You know what I mean? We're that close from scoring. I've talked about like 7 goals potentially from us already that we could have scored. You know what I mean? We'd be winning if we could have capitalized on those. Okay, look at our look at our shape. Now they're in trouble. They high press. You know what I mean? Little softer touch. So work on your first touch, Tenzing, and you would have got a shot off there. That's how close you were to a nice shot. Plus, you got to be able to use your right foot there, Tenzing. Like, look at, you know what I mean? Soft touch, but got to be able to use your right foot if you would have shot that. Little softer touch, and guess what? Another shot, another potential goal. That close. Okay. I love this. Oh gosh. We just talked about first touch, right? Tenzing. Use this as motivation to be like, that would have been a goal too, you know what I mean? Don't feel bad. Don't be like emotional about it. Be logical. Be like, hey, if I would have had a first touch there, I could have scored, right? I didn't have my first touch. I'm going to go spend 5 hours, 6 hours just working on my first touch so that never happens again. And that's all you can do. But way to be open there, Taco, right? Great job trying to pass it to Tenzing there. So in game film, you're going to see that everything is so close to being a close game or us to winning the game. I love that Taka opens up his body there. I love how you open up your body too, like how you backpedal. So right there, Taka could have played that ball down the line. But I think yeah, don't run to him, Taka. You know what I mean? Because that's telling me you're worried about getting caught on defense, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? If you would have been here, Taka, right, all the way here, he could have passed it to you. But it's hard to receive that ball as you're backpedaling. That's backward momentum. I want forward momentum. If that makes sense. Okay. Look at our shape. We're 3v2. If you're playing Rondo, who's going to win this? Okay. Thomas, Tanito, you're both marking the same player. Taka, you're a monster on defense. Can't beat you there. And the ball's up. All right. You got a crazy turn to Tenzing. That's not an easy shot to get off, but great job. And freeze. So just another option to be aware of. Who's wide open there? Tenzing, think about being an assist guy, right? Imagine if you could have turned that and played it into Taka. Then, if you could have played it to Taka, that whole front post would have been open. Right now, that's a hard shot, man. Like that's cool that you got that shot off, and that's proves your athletic abilities are incredible. But if you played it into Taka, the goalie would have been there. He would have been out of the play, and Taka would have been here. And if Taka, you weren't fast enough, the goalie would be running this way, and then that post would have been open. So,
Then I have to.
What was that, Taka?
I have to go.
Okay. All right. We'll see. I'm gonna keep going on this, and yeah. Was it helpful, Taka?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you at 250.
Yep.
Great hard defense from Taka. Way to close that down quickly, Tanito. But we're in trouble. Why are we in trouble? It's because our shape is not opening up quick enough, right? So instead of running this way, Thomas, you got to learn to backpedal quicker this way, right? Because then if you backpedaled quicker, he could have played it to you and you could have one-touched it into Taka, who could have one-touched it to Tenzing for a goal. But if you're not there, then you get stuck. Backpedal, Thomas. Open up quicker. Be able to one-touch it. Be ready for the one-touch Taka. Be ready for the shot, Tenzin. Another opportunity for a goal with just one missing piece. Okay, Thomas, you're hanging out in the middle again. That means we don't have shape. Thomas, get out of the middle. Give me shape. Okay? So that means if I want that rotation, Thomas, you should have been there. Remember how I say the ball there? Right? If I say things and we don't do them, then I don't know. It kind of makes me feel like I'm not doing something right. So I got to learn how to teach you guys better, I guess. So Thomas, please try to be an option there, right? If you're an option there and you just open up the line, then Taka has a little bit more options. Taka's trying to go there, right? So maybe open up the line here. I just don't see much good happening right now because of that shape. And look at, you know what I mean? That's what happened. Because that's scary to play Tanito that ball there. We didn't have good shape initially, and then it breaks down, and you can't blame that on Tenzing 100%. You can't blame that on anyone. We're a team, and because our shape wasn't right, Tenzing panicked, and that's how it works. Thomas, you're hanging out in the middle again. You know what I mean? You're standing in front of 4 guys, dude. I'm seeing this over and over and over. We got to fix this by next week. Otherwise, we're going to have a really hard time with shape. Okay? Because he has no options right now. It's his only option is into Tanito here down the line. But instead we got 2v1 Taka, right? So you, be as wide as possible and then play him. Okay? That's the option right now. Taka, you got to play Tanito. And Tanito, you got to have a left-footed, like a nice left-footed pass, okay? Right? Because then look at how nice of a positioning this is for Tenzing right here. If you could have played him Taka here and you could have one-touched it, Tanito here, and you could have one-touch finished that, Tenzing, that would have been a goal. And then it doesn't matter about Thomas's positioning there. Then it's actually fine. Thomas, you drew in 4 people, you know what I mean? Too much dribbling and we lost it. And now we're fine because you guys, they didn't attack. And okay. We got a great opportunity here for a 2v1. Let's see if we can use it. Unfortunately, Tenzing, your tackle wasn't strong enough. And like, let's not just like say your tackle's not strong enough. You know what I mean? Why is your tackle not strong enough? And it's because you see how you're reaching at the ball like that? How you win a tackle is body positioning. See that? Yeah, like if anyone pushed you right now, Tenzing, you would fall over, right? So you got to move your feet and stay in front of them. And then I tackle by putting my foot forward. So imagine that left foot back on the line and literally stopping that ball. That guy would have overran you. This goes for everyone. You know what I mean? So if you're able to square up the guy with the ball on defense, and you can just stop the ball and your whole body is behind you, right? You would have won the ball and he would have overran it. And then you would have had the ball and then Taka could have slid in or Tanito for a breakaway. So another opportunity that you're one positioning Tenzing away from winning the ball and creating a 2v1 and potentially scoring a goal. Shape. Because we're choosing to just stay in front of the goal. They're playing 3v2 right here. So we gotta push Thomas. You gotta just be real aware of this guy, and then Tanito, you can join and cover here. Yeah, they probably won't score though, because we seem to have a very good shape in the middle at this time. Now we don't. Now we're exposed for this pass here. We're exposed 2v3 here. Still pretty tight in the middle though. So good job. All right. You guys did a good job there, staying tight in the middle, preventing any good shots. Nice work. I called the timeout. You get 2 1-minute timeouts. Back on the field. Okay, Thomas, can you press there? You know what I mean? Tenzin, can you be aware there? You know what I mean? If we work a little bit better marking, they're not going to be able to pass the ball around us. Taka, great defense. Thomas, you running right into the sideline. Remember what I said? I want you guys opening up your body like heels to the line. So Taka, don't play it until he's ready. Thomas, be ready quicker. Let's not get caught up on that. Taka, man, you manhandle these guys. Okay. Rondo, don't get split. Taka, close that quicker. Our shape's off right here. Right, you're playing like two Peebos. So we got split down there. Close the middle quickly. Taka, you got to shift in, but I think we're still in a great position. Nice job, guys. Way to break down that. Good work. Thomas, if you could have got out and played the ball back, then we could have shifted it into Tenzing and then into Taka. But it's got to be one touches. You know what I mean? That's speed of play. If you can one touch and think that quickly, you're going to beat any team. If that makes sense. Right. Quick feet, right? Careful on that lunge. You know what I mean? Keep your body in front of them. Thomas, big man in the middle. Can't get past him. Right? Okay. We're not organized now, so they're going to be able to play around us. All right. We have two guys here. All right. It should be Taka covers here. Guy on the outside, Thomas. Tenzing, you got to cover there. And then that's no big deal. But if you figure that out quicker, they wouldn't even got a shot off. All right, ball here. Ooh, here again, they really like to try to close that gap. So what do you do again? This is the second time now that they've done that same thing. So how we break them down is just to have Thomas and Tanito switch. All right. Thomas, you go here. Tanito, you go back there. Or Thomas, you go here. Either way, just chip the ball to Taka. Chip the ball. If they want to press you so hard like that, just chip them. Find Thomas or Tanito. You know, probably Thomas. No one's marking Thomas. All right, just spread out. I see that you tried to play him on the ground. Maybe a little bit better positioning, Thomas, but that's tough. I'd just say spread out first and then solves itself. Drop the ball, Thomas. You got to have a little bit more speed there, but drop the ball to Tanito, and Tanito's got a shot on goal. Work on that, right? You're not going to get a left-footed shot, Thomas, with pressure on you. Trust your teammates. Communicate, Tanito. You're quiet. but you got to still talk to your teammates, Danito. I like this part. I talked about this earlier. Tenzing has the ball. Tenzing's a lefty. Put him there. Right? They're not marking here. Great choice, Tenzing. Way to get something on it. Almost a goal. Nice job, Tenzing. Nice job, Tanito. Next time, just maybe switch it, because that would have been an easier shot for Tenzing. All right. If you look at the field, he's out of position. That means that there's always one player quick. Open 3, but we got to think quicker. Taka, if you opened up line, he would have either had to shift and cover you, opening up Thomas. But Jonah, you gave it to him facing the back. Jonah, you're the quarterback, man. You don't want your players to running back at your goal. You know what I mean? You would want to play it like the Tenzing, where he can take a touch forward, right? And Thomas, you got to be open wide. Still did a good job on defense. Sorry. Okay, look at that. Why did that happen? All right. It happened. Who's forgetting to mark? All right. Tenzing, follow your man. All right. Pay attention, follow your man, and that wouldn't have even been a shot. When we look at your mistakes, how I want you to understand this is like everyone makes mistakes. And the name of the game is like who can play a more perfect game, all right? Did you make 30% the right choices, 50, 70% the right choices on the field, right? Messi doesn't make 100% game where he does everything right, but he makes less mistakes than most people, and that's why he's a better player. Okay, why are like we're so narrow? Jonah, you're just giving it to people. You don't have a plan. Jonah, you gotta create a plan. Okay. That's gotta be a one touch. Okay, we were transitioning. So Isaiah was just getting subbed in, and I forgot to give him a jersey, and so that's my mistake. I screwed this up. All right, that was bad. Subbing on coach's part. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's just a scary ball, but Tanito play at one touch to Taka. Um, Andrew August, sorry. You got to be open up wider. You know what I mean? And then Taka could have played a one touch to you, but yeah, it's not focus on that. That's my fault. I screwed it up with a subbing lack of judgment on my part. Spread way out. Okay. I really, really like how Isaiah spreads out the field. That's tough. There's not much there. I would have just, if you want to play it to August, just hold your run. You know what I mean? They're covered in the back. They're not high pressing us. I just want to give a huge shout out to August here. August, great job. Watch what August does. Why am I saying great job? Bam. Exposed. It was a penalty, but look at August. That one touch, brother. Incredible. Man, that's the most excited I've actually been all game right there. That one touch is incredible. That means you were thinking quick, August. All right. That's not a good position to be in, right? So, drop. He's shifty. I'll give it to you, Taka. All right. Way to make the best out of that. I like this. Whoa, look at that overlap. Look at that. Hey, you see that? Well done. Well done. All right. Breaks down. Because why? Because our guy's out of position. We forgot to stretch the field. All right. Pivo needs to be here, or one of you guys have to be here. All right. And then you would have been in. But nice start to a rotation. Isaiah, you're coming in and already changing the game. It's great. Look, a rotation again. Good things happen from rotate when you rotate. I don't know what's look at. Hey, we almost scored. You know what I mean? We started the rotation. Nice try, Taka. You also had August there. And we got caught over the top. So that's where we got to organize. August, you got to drop there. Taka, you stay there. But looks like we're closing quickly. Now we got to shift quick. Go back there. Tanito, open up. Trust your teammate. Back to Tanito. We're trying to open up, but you tried to dribble 2 players, and that's very rarely going to work. Tuck in. Tuck in. Good. Look at that skill by Tanito. A little bit too long, though. Find him, find him, find him. Nice job, Tanito. You drew 2 people in, and then you found it, right? And now here's where we got to figure out our... All right. All right, well. A little bit nicer pass by Tanito, which would have been really hard, obviously, because you got 2 guys on you. And Taka could have dribbled forward, right? Taka right there, when you notice that he has 2, can you put yourself in a position where you're taking space this way quickly? Because if you would have dribbled forward, you would have found Isaiah. Nice. Okay, August, work on that shot right there so that you can score that, right? You look at your foot positioning. That should be a laces shot. You hit it with the instep and you're leaning back, so it's going to go up. That should have been an laces, right? And striking that at the goal. But you got to practice that to be able to be good at it, and so that you can be successful. There's one thing that you can practice. Good shape. Nothing's going to happen there if we... Right. Yeah, good defense, guys. Stick that tackle, August. Way to recover, August. Way to go, Tanito. Great job. And all they could do is figure out a shot from distance. Great job, guys. All right. So you won that situation. You know what I mean? Great job. All right. I like that there. See what August figures. Good. Rotate, rotate, rotate. It's a hard matchup. That's tough. So right there, it just seems so narrow. It would be awesome if our pivot could have been higher, but that would have required Taka to go. So remember on the rotation, if you're a little bit higher, Tanito, right here, and the ball goes to Taka, then he can go here and you can go through. But you went here instead of into the middle. And that matchup isn't, I guess, the August, you're probably not going to beat 67 or 6'10 with speed. right there, but nothing bad came from it. Love this. Oh, this was such a great opportunity. So right there, what I would have done is August would have been the goal scorer for me. But don't run it August. You know what I mean? Fake like you're going to go to Isaiah right here, right? Like, don't dribble too far here. Like, go there. And then August, you would have been in there. And then you find Isaiah back post or shoot it. Nice try, guys. August, be aware behind you. We're good. Good defense. Great job, guys. Oh, unlucky Taka. You almost had him. Good positioning, guys. Watch this. So Taka, scan your shoulder. Be aware. Right, you guys are marking two players here. Right. So pass that on. Have Isaiah be there. What? Let's look at it. But look at that great tight defense right there. Right, and now you got a 2v1. And come on, play Isaiah. That's all right. You can. I know Taka can score that. You know what I mean? It would have been nice if we could have played Isaiah in, but see that nice little fake by Taka? Just caught you. And that will happen. Now you just got to be careful of this because now we're in trouble. But look at that save. You got to give mad credit to Jonah. Look at that. He just saved a 2-1 breakaway. Let's give credit to where credit's due, Jonah. You're the man. Look at that. Incredible, dude. He saved a breakaway. So if you'll notice, like, because Taka didn't finish and the ball went to them, they were able to counterattack us. And so let's try to finish our opportunities so that that doesn't happen. Nice little rotation again. August, nice turn. Good passing, guys. Good. Good attempt right there. Nice run. It's tough. Those are two big guys, but we love it. Nice try. And this is the part of the game. This is the second half of the first half where you guys just crushed it. So really proud of you guys here. This is a wonderful display. Okay. You're 3-on-1. If you pass it back to Taka and then to August. All right. Something could have happened from there, but no worries. Let me fast forward. Where to get tight in the middle here. Good. You win it. Try to open up. Not quite. That's pretty. They're too scared of you, man. August, you're too good. Look at they start tripping over their feet when you're there. But you gotta play quick, right? Isaiah's there, but you didn't see him. You know what I mean? You gotta think quicker. All of you guys, right? Look at, bam, Isaiah's in, and it would have been a goal. But 2, 3, 4 touches, and you lose it again. Moral of the story: communication and quick thinking. As you win that ball, you gotta pick your head up and know it's around. Look at that. Our goal scorer. Here, check this out. All right. That's an insane goal. That's just individual brilliance right there. Show that again. Oh, I'm going to put that in. Normal speed. Check this out. Here you go, Tenzin. Look at that. One more time. So for the last 14 minutes of this half, we won 1-0, right? We conceded 5 in the first half, 4 or 5 in the first half. But in the second part of the first half, we won 1-0 for what that's worth. Look at all, this is normal speed, by the way. This is how fast. See, watch. That's normal speed. So if you're watching the game and which might be an exercise in itself, can you watch games in full speed and train your brain to think that quick? Right? That could be a really good exercise, actually, where you have to really focus and be like, all right, what should I do? Isaiah's open up wide. All right, so there's the analysis part. You can do the analysis on your own. I'm just gonna let the game play. That's the ball, but I guess I'll leave the ball there too. And then can you, that's good, yeah. me 1 second, right? Look. I just got up. Oh yeah, you downstairs? Huh? You need a diaper? Sure. You are.